Okay, Khan Academy here, numbers of solutions. To determine that, I think the first step really is to solve the whole thing. And then I'll give you my little cheat codes on this. So uh, I'm just going to solve this. I'm going to recognize that there are two sides to the equation. And I'm going to distribute the -5 to each of these items. That would be -5z, and -5 times 1 is -5, and then I have -2z plus 10. And now I'm going to, by now you should be pretty good at solving these. So I'll just go ahead and see that I have to add 2z to each side. And that leaves me with -3z minus 5 equals 10. And then I will add 5 to each side. And you get -3z equals 5. Finally, I would divide by -3. I'll push this up a little bit, and I'll divide by -3. And divide this by -3. Now, I'm not so concerned about what the answer is, I guess. But I did get one answer. I got a solution. The solution is -5/3. That's one solution right there. And so when I look back at my options here, I can either have no solutions, which I have a solution. I have exactly one solution, and or I could have infinitely many solutions. And let me see, yeah, that's all I got there. So I have one solution. I solved it, and I have one solution. And I'm going to show you other examples of when you would have no solutions or infinitely many solutions. All right. So we got this. Okay, awesome. Next. Okay, I'm going to show you the next one. Let's see, it's 23y plus 50 is, plus 27y equals 50y plus 50. Okay, so I got this, and I'll tell you right off the bat, I know that there are infinitely many solutions. But let me solve this and show you, and then I'll tell you how I was able to do that in my head quickly. Well, first, here, I'll combine these because they are on the same side of the equal sign, and that's 50y plus 50 equals 50y plus 50. And I have the exact same thing on both sides. Now, think about this. You're supposed to figure out what value of y would you need to get the same number on both sides of the equal sign. Well, if I had 0 for y, then 50 times 0 would be 0, and I would be left with just 50. Okay, so 0 would be a solution. But is that the only solution? How about this? What if I had 50 times 1? 50 times 1 is 50. And then plus 50 is 100. So if I had 1 for y, I would have 100 over here, and I would have 100 over here. So 1 is also a solution. And in fact, it doesn't matter what you put in for y, because you're going to multiply by 50 and you're going to add 50 to it. It's going to be the exact same thing on both sides. So there are infinitely many solutions on this one. But even if I went further, to solve this, I would probably subtract 50y, and from here I would have 50 equals 50, because those all canceled out there, and this is true. So if you end up with a true statement in the end, then you would have infinitely many solutions to this particular equation. So I'm going to come back to here, and infinitely many solutions, that is it, and Give it to me. It's a little delayed on this. Oh, because I need to select it, don't I? Okay. Yay, got it. Okay. Let's go with another one here. Okay, I'm going to write this one down. And we have 12z minus 6 plus 15z equals 27z minus 5. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of solving here. 12z plus 15z is putting these two together. That's 27z minus 6 equals 27z minus 5. Okay, I'll continue to solve this here. And if I subtract 27z, erase that there. So 27, I subtract 27z from both sides. I keep doing the same thing. Okay. Then what I have is negative 6 equals negative 5. Now, this is a false statement, and for false statements, there is no solution. And if you think about it here, I could have stopped right here. 27 times something. Okay, here. 27 times something minus 6. How could I ever have that be equal to 27 times something and then subtract 5? How could you subtract 6 from something and have it be the same thing subtracting 5? It's just impossible. There is no solution to this one. And so I'll hit no solutions, and I'm expecting a good result. All right, might as well do one more. Hit next question, please, and I'll write this one down. This is negative 6y plus 13 plus 9y equals 8y minus 3. I'm going to do a little bit of solving. What is this? That's 3y. 3y plus 13 equals 8y minus 3. And I know that right off the bat, I have one solution because the y's are different and the coefficients are different, I should say, which are the numbers in front of the variables, and the constants are different. So when those are both different, then you're good to go. You got one solution. But I'll just show you how it's one solution. I will subtract 8y, and you get negative 5y plus 13 equals negative 3, and then I'll subtract 13 from both sides, and negative 5y equals negative, 16. I'll divide by negative 5, and y is equal to negative divided by negative is positive, so that's 16/5. But the fact is I got one solution here. It's all over, but I knew that all the way back here. So exactly one solution, and there it is, and we got it. Okay, so that's what you got to know for number of solutions to equations. Thanks for watching.